If you like your SUVs to be as big and practical as possible, then meet the Ford Edge. This is the largest and plushest SUV in its model lineup. In fact, this is Ford's attempt at taking on premium rivals such as Audi, Land Rover and Volvo. Although a popular and established model in the United States, the Edge is a relative newcomer to the UK market. It's available in front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, and despite appearances, is only offered as a 5-seater. Which does seem a bit odd because it is absolutely massive. At 4.8 metres, this thing is longer than a Land Rover Discovery, so there is buckets of space in here for 5 adults, regardless of the chair they pick. If you take a look at the back, these rear seats may not slide, but they do recline, and even the middle chair is wide and comfortable with plenty of knee and headroom, and there's loads of storage and 12-volt connectors and even a 3-pin plug socket to charge your laptop on the go. The boot too can swallow bicycles, buggies, wardrobes, you name it. In fact, you could be moving house every weekend if you fancied with one of these things, and yet there's still space beneath the floor for a space-saver spare tyre. So it's big, but in some areas, it's also clever. Ford's easy fuel system makes screwing and unscrewing those fuel filler caps a thing of the past, and I really like how these lower door sections extend over the sills, meaning you don't get any mud on your jeans when you're climbing in and out. Less clever is the touchscreen infotainment system, which, although offers some really nice graphics, isn't the sharpest tool in the box. There are 3 trim levels available, but even the entry-level titanium trim comes with a host of standard equipment that, on premium badges, would probably be cost options. Things like a heated front windscreen, heated front and rear seats, leather seats, you've got a rear reversing camera, an automatic tailgate, adaptive cruise control. All of that is standard, and yet Ford still reckons that most customers are going to go for this ST line version, which gets upgraded 20-inch alloys with stiffer springs. You've got a 12-speaker Bang & Olufsen stereo, plus an inbuilt modem with a Wi-Fi hotspot, meaning you can hook it up to your satellite navigation for real-time traffic updates, or use the Ford Connect app to remote unlock or remote heat your car should you want to do so on those cold wintry mornings. Driving the Ford Edge, you really start to appreciate that penthouse view of the world you get from being just perched so high up. Visibility is excellent, the seats are so big and comfy, and it's so quiet. Part of that is down to what Ford describes as its active noise control, which is the same sort of technology that exists in your noise cancelling headphones. What you've got is several microphones littered around this cabin, and they're picking up unwanted noises from the engine and transmission, and they're communicating with the speakers and telling the speakers to emit opposing sound waves to cancel that unwanted noise. It is properly clever. It doesn't handle like a sports car, but you wouldn't exactly call it a barge either. Body control is good through the corners, the steering is nice and light, and even though we're sat on 20-inch alloy wheels, the ride is surprisingly good. And the more people and stuff you put in this car, the better it seems to flow down a B road. While there are some cosmetic updates for 2019, the big news is around this new 2-litre diesel, which is definitely the unit to go for to haul around the Edge's sheer mass. It's a smooth and refined operator, develops 235 brake horsepower, although you wouldn't exactly call it quick. Fuel economy too is okay, and the 8-speed automatic can get a little bit flustered if you try and hustle it through overtakes. But you need to remember, it is battling very hard against physics here. This is a big car. If you can avoid aggressive driving and possibly even multi-storey car parks, then this would be a really comfortable companion. The Ford Edge is a stylish, spacious and capable SUV, but the trouble is its price and badge combo is going to be quite a barrier for some people to overcome. With prices for the ST line version exceeding the £40,000 barrier, you'd be right in thinking that for that sort of money, you could get yourself into an Audi Q5 with its posher badge and its plusher interior. But that doesn't make the Edge any less accomplished. And you also need to remember that size-wise, this car is actually more on par with the bigger Audi Q7, and it boasts that equipment list that would make even an Audi salesperson jealous.
Now for a free quotation on the Ford Edge, you can head straight to the Car Keys website. And if you've got any questions you want to ask us about this car, or indeed this car's rivals, make sure you let us know in the comments below.